Okay, here we have the new Town Hall 12 Bobat Strat. It's a pretty easy deployment, but you do have to pay attention to certain things with this strat. Mainly, they are the wizard towers, where they're located, and also the inferno towers, only if they are on multi. Okay? If they're on multi, we have to deal with them with freezes. So basically, what we have here is we have 8 defenses we have to decide how we're going to handle for this attack. Okay? What we decided, or what I decided here, was we're going to come in through this way, because that will take out, hopefully, these 5, and then we can handle the other 2 or other 3 defenses with either cleanup heroes or free spells. Okay? So what I decided to do was I brought 2 free spells, 1 rage, and 7 bad spells. We have 1 rage from the CC, and in the CC we have a Pekka and an ice golem. Okay. And as you can see, the composition down below, we have 3 Pekkas, 4 healers, 1 giant, 14 bowlers, and 2 electric dragons. Essentially, what we're going to try to do here is we're going to try to create a funnel, and then we're going to use our dragons doing that. Now, I believe I started 1 dragon somewhere around here, and it's going to clear out at least these 2 buildings, and then we got another dragon up here and clean up this area. Now, you can make your funnel as needed depending upon the base. But if it's too wide, your troops are not going to get into the base. But if it's too narrow, then your troops are going to start walking around the base. So if we can clear, say, these buildings here, these buildings here, these buildings here, and these buildings here, we can get our heroes and Pekkas to get to those and then get into the base here. It will not hurt to bring a jump spell. You just have to be careful which spells you're going to get rid of to do the jump spell, because that's 2 spaces. So depending on the war attack, depends on how you are going to approach or which spells you're going to use. But essentially, once we have our funnel made, we're going to drop 1 Pekka, and we'll make this the Pekka here. And then you're going to drop the healers behind the Pekka. Essentially, what we're going to do is we're healing 1 Pekka, because it's going to start taking a whole lot of fire. And then we're going to drop our cart, okay? And then we can get our wall wrecker in there, and we can start pounding down some walls. And then after the cart goes down, you can drop the rest of the Pekkas, the heroes, and the giant. I'm doing the heroes, the giant, and then the rest of the Pekkas, and then the rest of the bowlers. And what I'm trying to do is get everything in there, and I'm going to use my 2 rages early. So I believe I used 1 rage like somewhere around in here, and another rage right here. You're going to use your 2 rages right on top of each other. Do not drop them on each other. You're just going to hurt yourself in the long run. And once your troops get into that second rage, or once you've dropped that second rage, that is the time where you're going to use your Warden ability. Again, if we're going into a Town Hall area because it's sat close to the edge and we want to get into there because there's a lot of Wizard Towers or Infernal Towers, you may have to use your Warden ability sooner. Keep that in mind. Again, the main goals for this is to get as many splash damage defenses out of the way, i.e. the Wiz Tower and the Inferno Towers. Okay, so that is the tutorial for this part, and I will go ahead and start posting some attacks. Okay, here we have the last attack I did against the Town Hall 12 and Legends League. Again, we're going to come from the 3 o'clock corner. We're going to set our funnel with the 2 electric dragons. We're going to drop our Pekka with the healers. And then we're going to go with our cart, our heroes, our giant, our rest of the Pekkas, and our bowlers. Again, the funnel's the key. If you don't funnel, it's not going to be a 3-star attack. It's like most attacks that we do here. So you got to make sure the funnel is done. Now, if the electric dragons, for some reason, get demolished real early, you can use 1 or 2 Pekkas to help that side of the funnel if you need to. Remember, drop them on the outside part of the funnel, the furthest away from where you want the troops to enter, and have them walk into that area where you want the troops to enter. All right, let's play this. Okay, so here's the electric dragons. They're actually making the funnel. As you can see, we're getting rid of the 4 bases. There's 1 Pekka with the healers on it. It's just taking fire. It's not really taking any damage with the healers. The giant comes down. The wall wrecker comes down. And as you can see, at this point, we pretty much have our funnel made. We have the defenses and buildings that we want the troops to go and get. And the heroes are down. The Pekkas are coming down. The dragons are still doing work, which is fine. That's everything they're getting now is just bonus. And the bowlers are coming in. Once that last building goes down, all the troops should start going into that rage. And yeah, you're just waiting for the second rage to go down. And then once that goes down and your troops really get in there, you can use the warden ability. I used the warden ability here, and it didn't get really any of the troops that mattered at the time. But I still got 3 stars on this. So what we're looking for is to get as many of those splash damages down. We've got 1 Inferno Tower down, got a Wiz Tower down, another Wiz Tower's gone down. And again, I only have the 2 freezes, so I can't drop the bats yet. I have to wait until my troops have gotten a majority of these splash damage defenses. Sometimes you have to wait towards the end of the attack before you can drop it. So now I believe we're waiting for this last Wiz Tower down here in the 6 o'clock area. I believe we're going to get him, and then we'll drop our spells. Because at that, I only have 2 freezes. We still have 2 Wiz Towers and 2 Multi-Infernos. Now, they're not really doing a whole lot of damage to our troops, so it's no big deal right now to wait. So there goes the Wiz Tower. Once the Wiz Tower goes down, I believe we drop the spells. And let's speed it up. And so here, you just drop all the bad spells, and you wait for the bats to approach the Multi-Inferno. Once they do, drop the freeze. Okay? Now again, they're not going straight to that Multi-Inferno, so we got to be careful. And once that freeze comes undone, we got to be careful that we either got it with the bats or the queen or something else, and then we used it on the town hall itself here, which is fine, or we have to put it back on the Multi-Inferno. The point being is if you wait 1 or 2 seconds on the Multi-Inferno or the Wiz Tower for these bats, and you'll see up here in a second, we have a whole group full of bats, which is great. We have no more freeze, but look, 1 shot from the Wiz Tower and the Multi-Inferno, and they're done. So you have to keep them away from the Multi-Inferno and the Wiz Towers. We've still got 25% of the base left, but we have 3 Pekkas on the outside, or 2 Pekkas on the outside, and we got 1 bowler, and we got the queen with the healers, nothing on her. She's beating on a wall, so she's getting healed back up. But all we have is a cannon, an archer tower, a mortar, and the Multi-Inferno and the Wiz Tower. And the Multi-Inferno and Wiz Tower to these troops are nothing. We don't have to worry about them at all. So we'll speed this up here. And as you can see, the queen got full of health. She got the Multi-Inferno. She got the Wiz Tower. And the Pekkas are going to get pretty much everything on the outside, so it really doesn't matter. We have lots of troop spaces out there. So yeah, that's the composition that we're looking for, and that's how we want to play it.